Hello everyone. Today at Slidescope we are starting a new project, that is live cricket scores analysis project, and we'll be using Python and Power BI to get the data, analyze the data, and build some dashboard and build some reports. So in this project, as you can see, we are using an API. This API is from Rapid AI. It's a ClickBus Cricket API, and here you can see in the API that you have different get request, different URLs available here from where you can get request. For example, if you want to get match team, if you want to get commentary match commentary version 2, get overs, scorecard. So this is going to be a long project. It will have a lot more videos. So it will be like a series, and for that just subscribe to our channel currently, and so that whenever we'll upload a video like this, and if you are interested in learning more, so you will get notifications. You can see we have this Python code available here. So for whatever data we want to get, for example, if we want to get series, the current list of series, so you can see we have the code available here, right? You can also code in any other language. If you suppose if you have knowledge of PHP, using curl you can do the same thing using JavaScript, but we will be using it in Python. It is very easy. So from here you will get a series list, and you will also see some example responses, right? Here you will see date, series, series ID, name of the series, start date, end date. We will learn how to convert these dates into the regular date format that we usually see. So now we have all of this information. So now I will step by step guide you how to get started. So the first code that we are getting here is, we will get information of live or current international series. So here you can see this is the API URL. Here we are using series V1 and then international. So this will give us a list of all international series. For example, this series, this is England tour of New Zealand in 2024, start date, end date, and so on. It you can say date May 2025. So it has information of current and upcoming series. Now we want to analyze IPL data here. So we'll be using Python and Power BI to analyze the live IPL data which is currently going on. This is April 24 and IPL is going on. So we'll just search Indian Premier League. Okay. So in this response, if I can see Indian Premier League, I can see the series ID. This is what I need. Okay. So in order to analyze this data, suppose you want to, similarly, if you want to analyze any other data, like if you want to analyze New Zealand tour of Pakistan or any other match, any other international series, whether it's a test series or ODI series, so you can get the series name, series ID from here. After getting the series ID, you can see match details and all. So we have got the necessary series ID with us, and this is something I tried. Okay, now after getting the series ID, what we are going to do is we are going to run another request. Okay, and that request I will put this collab link in the video description so that you can copy this collab. what you need to do is, as you can see, I have my Rapid API key. So as a free subscription, Rapid API provides 100 requests per day, so that you can see on Rapid API. So here you need to subscribe, right? You can see the pricing. So 100 per day, 5 requests per second basic. So you can subscribe here. And if you are building something big, you want more requests, obviously then you can go to these plans, but read the terms and conditions carefully. So now the second request that we are making here is, now we know the series. So now instead of this last endpoint international over here, we'll just provide the name or the ID of the series, sorry, ID of the series here. And when we'll print response, so it will have details of all the matches that you know that, that took place in this particular series, all the matches of IPL 2024. Okay, and if you will just, here we have the response is in form of a dictionary. Basically it's a JSON response, so for Python it is like a dictionary. And so what we have to do is, in order to create a tabular data of all the matches from this file, we need to, you know, go inside this dictionary and find a point where we can use Python pandas to create a data frame, which you can see here. Okay, so I will just show you a data frame, this. So I just created this data frame, and this data frame, because it's a tabular data, this data frame can be fed into Power BI. Okay, you can download this as a CSV file, and then you can use that CSV file for analysis. Since it's a live thing, so you can copy this entire code and open Python script in your Power BI. So in Power BI we have the Python script. So we also have a dedicated video how to create Python scripts and read data here, which we'll be doing here, right, in this video also. So we did some earlier calculations. I'm removing all the unnecessary code here so that you get only the code that you need to analyze. So here you can see in response, the first key is match details, where you will obviously get the match details. And in these match details, you have another key which is match details map, so you have to go inside that. But before that, you can see there is a square bracket, so you have to write match details and then you have to write 0. Then you will go inside that key, and then you have match details map, so you will run this key. So we also have, you know, dictionary related tutorials on our channel. If you are not familiar with Python dictionary, you can watch those tutorials on our website slidescope.com. And there is another website where we have provided tutorials of dictionary. All the core Python related tutorials are there, so you can go and read that also. Now you can see we have this match details map response, right? In match details map response, again you can see the main data is inside match, so we have to find that. And now inside match, again you can see there is a square bracket, so you have to write 0. Whenever there is a square bracket, you have to write 0 or 1. Suppose there are 20 matches, so here 1 2 3, you know, 0 1 2 3 and up to 19, these will be the match IDs. So when you will go inside match 0, you will see information of one match, and then you have to again find finally information of one particular match. So this is one match. This is first match, T20 format, start date, end date, which we will obviously convert into more readable format. The state of the match is complete. Status is Chennai Super Kings won by 6 wickets. Team 1, there is another dictionary over here. Team 2, another dictionary over here. Then venue, another dictionary. Current team ID, series start date when the series is started, and series end date when the series will end. Is time announced true? So these are the keys that will help us in analyzing and filtering the data. So now what I have done is I have created with the same response JSON, because we have to go inside first match detail, we have to run a loop over here. So that's why we are running for I in response match details. If match details map in I, that means if this key is there in that particular response, then we will just append the match information here, right? We'll just append the match information. Now once we have that match information, let me show you what IPL looks like. So it looks like this, right? It is just now we are inside that loop. And again, as I said, as a beginner, if you want to learn all of this, so you just need to, now it has a lot of matches. Let me quickly go. You can see, so you can see two square brackets, right? So now similarly what we have to do is we have to create another empty dictionary called matches, and then for I in IPL, as you can see, I am going inside one match and then printing the match info, and then I will append all the data into the empty list. And now this list will have the format in which we can actually create a data frame. We are using pandas data frame to create all of this. So for this tutorial, you need to have basic understanding of data frame. You need to have basic understanding of dictionary and JSON in Python. Don't worry, we have all the tutorials for free available on our channel. If you are not able to find, just ask me in the comment section and I will let you know. In the next part of this video, we will take this data and start analyzing it in Power BI. Apart from this, there will be more endpoints that we will explore, and we will fetch the entire IPL data set, matches list, overs, and we'll try to analyze a live match when it will be going on with the help of this API, and see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Please subscribe and wait for the next tutorial. Hello everyone, welcome to the chapter 2 of live cricket scores analysis project, which we are doing with Python and Power BI. So in this chapter, we are still cleaning the data, reading the data that we will feed into Power BI. And as you can see here, in the first part, we found the series ID of IPL. Similarly, you want to analyze any other ID, you can do that. So we found this with the help of the ClickBuzz Cricket API that we have from Rapid API. Now we did all the cleaning and we got, in the last part, we got this data frame. So in this data frame, as you can see, we have three columns which are dictionaries: team 1, team 2 and venue info. These are dictionaries. All other columns are either, all are single integer values or single string values. but here the value of every row in this column is a dictionary. Same here and same in case of venue. So we have team ID and venue ID. So every team has a unique ID, every venue has a unique ID, and hence what we have to do is we have to replace these dictionaries with four columns. One will be team 1 name and one will be team 1 ID. Other will be team 2 name and team 2 ID. And similarly, we'll get two more columns which are venue ID and venue name, or ground ID or ground name. So because from this dictionary we will not be able to read data properly and apply in filters. And suppose we have to check the performance of one team, we have to compare the performance of one team with other team, matches between them, different sort of things, we cannot do that. So that's why what we have created is we have created an empty list here, team 1 name and team 1 ID. So what we are trying to do, we are trying to add 6 more columns. Whenever you have to add more columns, what you have to do is just create empty lists. So as you can see, I have created team 1 name, team 1 ID, team 2 name, team 2 ID, these empty lists. Then for I in matches team 1, I am running a loop. So what I will do is for every value in this column, I will take the value, fetch team name and team ID, and then simply add those team names and team ID to a list. And as you know, list is a ordered collection of data, so it will be added in the same order as it is in the data frame. So this way you can always clean the data, right? Suppose you want to apply some logic to it and then create a column with the help of that logic, so you can do this. So what we are appending here is I team name, which is the team name key of the dictionary, and I team ID, which is the team ID key of the dictionary. So this way our column team 1 name and team ID, our two lists will be prepared. And similarly team 2 name and team 2 ID, these two lists will be prepared. Then ground name and ground ID, these two lists will be prepared. In case of ground, it is ground and ID. Okay. Now add new columns to data frame matches. So in matches, if you have to add a new column, just write the name of that column in a single square bracket, and then make it equal to the ground name, make it equal to the list with which you want to populate this column's value. So similarly for ground ID, similarly for team name, team 2 name, team 1 ID and team 2 ID. Again, these are the basic things. If you have basic understanding of list, dictionary, pandas, you will be able to understand all of this very easily. If you don't have, then again on our channel we have these chapters, we have these tutorials free of cost. You can go and watch them. If you have any doubts, you can write in the comment section, we'll be happy to help. Now when I will write matches.head, I will be able to see 6 new columns: ground name, ground ID, team 1 name, team 2 name, team 1 ID, team 2 ID. So what is happening is currently batting team ID is 58, team 2 is 58, team 2 name is Chennai Super Kings. This way we'll be able to get which team is batting first, which team is batting second, which team is batting currently, and so on. So this is what we have, and now we will drop the unwanted columns from here. So team 1, team 2, those are the dictionaries, although we can keep them, but we don't want to unnecessarily keep the data, so we'll just drop them. And now we have the clean data set here, and what we can do is we can run this entire code as a Python script in Power BI. Suppose you want to analyze this data in Tableau, the real data. So again, obviously there are ways of doing this in the live version, but what we can do is matches.to CSV. matches 24.csv. You can do something like this, and then you will see here you will get a CSV file which you can download, and you will be able to see all of that, right? Now in the next part, what we will do is we will fix these start dates and end dates which are currently coming like this. So we will put them as actual dates and not in the integer format as they are. So this will be in the next chapter.